Well, we got to go with your crew.
Well, my staff, I can just tell you, wait, before I get to my staff, how many of you made the trip out to San Jose in '99? Stand up. Stand up. Yes. I want to see you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I can't thank you enough. That was a fun trip. You can have a seat.
Toast.
It was a long trip. It was a long trip. But I'm going to tell you what made it extra fun. My staff. So, two of them are here tonight, and I got a story about both of them. But I'm going to start first with Pam Stackhouse. Now, what was your alternative name for me?
What, Claudine?
Yeah, you called me Claudine. Because sometimes I had a little temper, and sometimes I'd have to chew a little tail. And one day at practice, I see Stack, after I'd get onto a player, Stack would scoot over next to him. I'd go on to something else, and then I'd get on another player, and she'd scoot over next to them, and I'd see her dig in her pocket. She'd hand him something. So finally, I went over to Stack, because, you know, when you get your thermometer up, you don't want anybody to bring it down. And I went over, I said, Stack, what are you doing? She said, she called me Dog. Dog, you getting on to him, so I got to bring him a little happy. So she had Smarties in her pocket that she was handing to the players. So Pam Stackhouse, stand up for me. And then there's Little Dog. Now, Little Dog, this was a coach that I had. If a player stopped at McDonald's after a game, you knew it. Carrie was so detailed in every scouting report of everything that we did. And she played at the University of Florida. She had a little game. So she could get out there. We needed somebody to add in with her practice players. She would come out there and do it. So, Coach Carrie Kermeans, stand up.
And speaking of practice players, we do have some members of the former RIP squad in the house. So, Trevor and Blake, why don't you guys stand up? For those in the coaching world, you understand how important it is to prepare and practice. These guys gave it to us every day. Trevor, we were just talking about how I had to cheat and try to hold his jersey every day because I couldn't guard him. Well, I couldn't guard anybody, but I couldn't guard him for sure. For sure. But those guys prepared us every day, and there is absolutely no way we would have won a national championship without them, and I am always thankful when we come back for these reunions that those guys are here too. And I know we're going to see some more of them tonight. Looking forward to that, but thankful to you guys. Thank you.
You know, there's one person that can't go without mentioning because he's probably the most intelligent person in the room. Because he hired me. Morgan Burke, who was the athletic director. They gave me a great opportunity. Thank you.
And you know, when I think back to my experience at Purdue, it wasn't exactly like I planned. I played for 3 coaches in 4 years. We had a program that was on top of the world as a freshman, at the bottom of the Big Ten supposedly as a sophomore, and won a national championship as a senior. It was certainly a roller coaster. Not like I had envisioned it, but certainly came out the way that we envisioned it with a national championship. But one of the things that was always steadfast and true were the people in this room. And every time we come back and we see your faces, and we all look different nowadays, but those smiles are still the same, and those hugs are still the same, and like I talked about earlier, to be able to continue our journeys as adults and as professionals with you makes this experience so unique. And we know that it doesn't happen everywhere, and we are incredibly thankful for what you have done for us and our experience, and what I know you'll continue to do for future Boilermakers down the line. And just as important as that are breeding new fans of Boilermakers. And you know, I got my 3 boys here tonight, and we do rep the black and gold quite often. I know they're a little bit conflicted about tomorrow, but at the same time, to continue to provide opportunities to sense and feel the pride that is Purdue Athletics. And so I just want to continue to thank you, continue to encourage you to give to these programs and to this university, and we are certainly on our way and excited about the future.
Well, I can tell you,